Om Shanti. Stay in the volcanic stage and experience powerful remembrance. Tapaswi form. On seeing the degraded condition of the iron-aged, Tamil-pradhan and decayed tree, Father Brahma has the thought, with the Tapasvi form of the children and with the fire of yoga, burn this old tree right now. However, for that to happen, the yoga has to be volcanic and ignited in full force collectively. So, now put this thought of Father Brahma into a practical form. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today is day 28. So 28th of July is our lovely sweet Manmoini Didi's day. We all remembering her with a lot of love and remembering her teachings. Actually, in month of July, every single day we had been reading her specialties and her teachings, and I'm sure everyone must be making note of it and making effort to imbibe in our life. And of course, she was a great inspiration for all of us. Foundation of Yagya, right hand of Baba. So after this talk, sharing, we will also have some nice Didi's thoughts, which we will be reading out. So please stay back with us. It will be very nice. We know all together. So today is day 28. Stay in the volcanic stage and experience powerful remembrance. Today's topics Tapaswi form. Didi Manmoini ji's specialties shared by Dadi Prakashmani ji. 21. Stage of retirement. We are not Vairagi, disinterest. Children or Hatha Yogi children, but our stage has to that of being beyond. In the stage of retirement, with an attitude of being beyond all gross vibrations finish. We can make our fortress powerful only with the vibrations of yoga. We must maintain a chart of a minimum of 8 hours of remembrance. Each one has to make this effort. Do not comment or taunt anyone on the efforts they are making. Never tease or make fun or anyone. The whole Mahabharata is based on a little bit of laughter, and therefore never taunt anyone. Taunting is also giving sorrow. Let no one experience any sorrow from my words spoken by me. Let no words emerge through my lips that would cause harm. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Dadi Chanki, Dadi Prakashmani, they had been sharing with us very beautiful stories about Didi Manmoini. Didi Manmoini was senior to them, and also because she was very close to Baba. So all other Dadis especially Dadi Janki, because Didi used to like spiritual chit chat, and Dadi Janki always keep churning and keep sharing. So both of them were very close friends because of this spiritual chit chat, spiritual sharing. And I still remember that one time Dadi Janki was talking about friendship and company. If you start talking about similar things, there is one friendship where you join someone in everything which is not even right, right? Because we are friends, so we can talk anything because we are friends. Mm, not that kind of friendship. Because I remember that when we came to Yagya, Baba said, you have to be careful of the company because some people involve you into different people's experiences, different people's nature. But why I need to get involved, right? So what I learned from Didi Manmoini, that true friendship is where you can just share some Baba's knowledge, some experiences, and not anything else, right? There are people they're looking for that kind of friendship where they can talk about everything. Mm. I remember that whenever that kind of closeness begins, I will always disconnect and say, no, I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to talk about all this. So we have to have power to discern, but also this whole feeling, listening now to this Avyakti signal is that what Baba wants at present from me is power of tapasya. Tapasya is a combination of bodiless and karma yogi. Because to become tapasvi, you have to be bodiless, right? Shankar is not shown with any kind of clothes. Why? Bodiless stage. That's why he's shown without any costume. So bodiless, but also then we have to be karma yogi because Baba has come for establishment. Baba has come for a task. So not do much, not do anything. No. We are constantly in action, a karma yogi, and a good cooperative soul with the task of Baba. So Baba at present is saying that one of my tasks is to burn very old tree. It should be burned. And I need power of tapasya of all the children. Mm. So it's a kind of dual role which you play. I am the sapling for the new tree, but also I have to cooperate Baba with tapasya, the flame of yoga, to burn this old, very old tree. So it's just some kind like some are only karma yogi, but not necessarily when they sit in yoga. They are tired, they sleep. And there are some, they just keep sitting in yoga, no karma yoga. Mm. It's good to go in Baba's room as often, but not when you are on duty, right? When I have to do something, I'm in yoga. When I have to do yoga, I'm busy, right? So, good balance between bodiless and karma yogi. Because that's also is tapasya, no? Bodiless is tapasya, and sometimes karma yoga is also like tapasya. So Baba is saying that we all should have image of a tapasvi. because the English word for tap is the heat. Many times, like even people have fever and they are very hot, so they say isko tap hai, that she is hot, she has fever. So Baba is saying that on seeing degraded, Baba said degraded condition of this iron aged Tamo Pradhan and degraded, Baba says, the father Brahma has the thought that with the tapasya, tapaswi form of the children, what has to be done? With the fire of yoga, burn this old tree right now. So what we have to see, how can I become Baba's cooperative child? By doing that tapasya. However, Baba says for that, Baba says to happen, the yoga has to be volcanic and Baba says ignited in full force collectively. If there is good practice, just let me be stable in one thought, then we could do collectively also. So Baba says that you put this thought of the Father, Brahma, into a practical form. It's good. We can do it tomorrow morning, Amrit Vela, Tapaswi form, fire of yoga, so that the old tree can be burned. Because there might be many things connected in our lives also in the old tree. So it could be our sanskars, it could be anyone's sanskar. Baba said through tapasya, just burn them. It's very important. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So, next few minutes, we have some very special sharing of Didis. So, I'm going to read, and I'm sure everyone will have very much insightful understanding from her sharing. So, let's start. Specialties of Didi, Manmoini. These are from 1910 to 1983. This is her life. Unlimited server. When I practice mental service, there is no battling within myself because there is always something to do. I'm always using my time, my thoughts, and my treasures in a worthwhile way. World bestower. For mental service, I have to keep my mind free from my own worry, my selfish thoughts. That is a stage when there are no complaints, no excuses, and no problems. As my yoga stage elevates, I become full automatically. I am lifted beyond such limitations, and I just bestow. Bestower of blessings. I don't stress who has received my good wishes of love. When I use my time in a worthwhile way, on a subtle level, I feel the self being filled with blessings because souls got help at the right time from God. From their heart, feelings of good wishes are sent, and these fill my heart. Then my effort becomes easy. Baba's right hand. Baba will look after service. I have to look after my stage. Didi Manmoini always gave this formula: pay 90% attention to look after your stage and pay 10% attention for service. And in Madhuban, even that 10% is not necessary. Then whatever attention we pay to 10%, we get 100%. Powerful yogi. Dadi Janki was very good at speaking knowledge, and she would speak for 1 or 2 hours to people. But Didi Manmohini was not one for giving classes. She would meet people for 5 minutes, but her drishti was so powerful that she would take people into an experience. Dadi Janki wondered, what does she do? I spoke to the same souls for so many hours, and they were not able to experience as much as when they were with their Didi. Serving from the heart. Serving through the mind happens when you are spending time with someone and you are really giving time to them. There are genuine feelings that that soul needs to get what you have got from Baba. Reveal the Father's heart. There is a genuine deep feeling in her heart. And when she looks at you with that feeling, you get the experience of also being in front of Baba. That mental service is possible when I have given myself sustenance over a long period of time. Mother to self. To sustain myself means to be a mother to myself. Just as a mother would look after her child, giving time to myself and sustaining myself, then my spiritual growth will be healthy. Might House. We can serve through the mind on all 4 levels. Because of that mental service, our thoughts will automatically become powerful. According to the present time, the opportunity, our efforts can become refined efforts, ever ready. It's time to go home. True Gopi, those of us who had the fortune to meet her in person cannot forget her special, sweet, and deep drishti, taking souls beyond. Total love for Baba and Baba's task. Ganges of knowledge. From 1937 till 1983, Didi was never absent in Baba's Gyan Murli class. Everyone would see her present in the class with her notebook and her pen. At the time of listening, she would note down certain points of knowledge, and then throughout the day she would share them with the seekers she meet. Constant yogi. Didi was very good in her yoga practice. She would take her bath in the morning, and not only would she be seated at 4 a.m. according to the discipline, but also she conducted meditation for everyone in silence by becoming the image of yoga. Godly instrument. Didi's gifts would transform lives from iron to gold and make it full of fragrance. She would transform people's life with love and according to godly principles. And it was seen that her words had an impact on others because she had imbibed them in her own life prior to that. Ganges of love. Didi possessed a great power to discern people. Just as Ayurvedic people could diagnose someone's disease by feeling their pulse, in the same way, from the face and behavior of people, or after a short conversation with them, she would know at once the diagnosis of their spiritual problems and give them the solution. Pillar of purity. Didi drew everyone's attention to cleanliness and truthfulness of their mind and the importance of Amrit Vela. From the very beginning, she would pay special attention to her physical cleanliness as well as cleanliness and truthfulness of her mind. Nyari or Pyari. In every speech or class of hers, she would definitely mention that it is now the time to go home. Therefore, we should let go of everything old. We should not see defects of others. On the contrary, we have to see their virtues. ocean of forgiveness. Even if someone disobeyed a particular Maryada, she would still give them her motherly love so that they did not leave this path of godly knowledge. It was short of Didi's song for the children. I am a soul and you are a soul. We are brothers. Baba says just study and never fight with anyone. Spiritual rose. Didi possessed a special virtue of seeing only the virtues of others. She would pick up everyone's virtues. She would say about everyone, this soul has become Baba's child. Therefore, they definitely have some specialities. Master and child. Didi had a lot of humility, and along with that, she possessed the great art of creativity. Her place in the yajna was very high, but to extend her place was high, to the same extent she had humility. She was a master and a child. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. So, of course, our Manmoini Didi ji was wonderful. There had been many sharings by Moini Didi as well about Manmoini Didi ji for whole month. Even today, Didi shared many points about Didi ji. And last few days when we were in Toronto, there were Bog offering as well. And of course, next will be the Thursday. So Didi will specially do Bog offering for Didi ji as well. We had yesterday also. So now tomorrow is Tuesday and our schedule from Amritvila 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. Then in the evening 5 to 6 p.m. English Avik Mulli revision. Together with that in breakout room Avikti Children Mulli class 5 to 5:30 p.m. And for Manmoini Didi ji, we will also offer Bhog in Avikti Parivar tomorrow evening because here it's tomorrow, 28th of July. So, of course, on Thursday we will have, and of course, we'll have tomorrow special one for Didi Manmoini ji, Bhog offering from 7 p.m. And then we will do our Hindi series and English series. Now let's remember Baba and take Drishti from Didi.